Hi, my name is Ashish Gadnis, and I'm the co-founder and CEO of BanQu. Today, I'm going to share with you 3 very concrete tips on how to achieve sustainability that is both profitable and also purpose-driven if you are a company that is in the food and beverage industry. Number 1, make sure you have mapped your supply chain all the way to the soil. What I mean by that is that understand that you have a complex supply chain, but that supply chain will all the way go to a farmer. And that farmer is on a plot of land. Most often companies in the beverage and food industry make the mistake that they are relying heavily on their suppliers to certify their supply chain, and their suppliers rely on the next tier of suppliers. And the problem with that dependence is that if you're claiming fair trade or sustainable sourcing or ethical sourcing at your consumer label level, then that sustainability claim cannot be backed because you can't prove who the farmer is. So take the time to understand how far your supply chain goes. Number 2, make sure you've documented and understood the data elements that are critical to the social and environmental impacts of that value chain. So a simple example, in the cacao industry, if you're sourcing cacao in Peru, that cacao is going to move from Peru to, for example, North America. There's a carbon footprint that is in that supply chain. You have to make sure that you understand that if you're going to claim that your bar of chocolate is net zero or carbon free. Or similarly, if you're saying my chocolate bar is 100% child labor free, how do you actually know if you've not understood what are the data elements around the social factors that go into those farmers' lands and the environmental impact there? Third tip, make sure that your customers or your consumers are engaged with your brand. Consumers are getting smarter every day and asking a very simple question, which is, prove it to me. Gone are the days where you could just put on a label and said this was fair trade or ethically sourced, because the consumer says, I still see poor farmers in Guatemala. I still see poor factory workers. How are you going to prove that if you have not actually engaged with the consumers by actually showing them that yes, our sustainability claims can be driven all the way to the last mile? Hope these 3 tips are helping. Talk to you soon.